What is going on, everybody? My name is Chicken Fingers, your friendly neighborhood commentator, and today we're playing Paladins, the 5v5 shooter from Hi-Rez that just came out. Built-in card system. Done a couple videos on this game, having a blast with it, guys. Comes out to the stream sometime. I will be giving away some free beta codes to get you access to this game. Anyways, here we're playing Pip. Pip is a champion in his own right. He is a champion. Which is what they call the characters in this game. But in his own right, he is super strong, guys. He is a high damage dealer. He plays a lot like the Demo Man, like in the way his auto attacks, they arc. He plays objective control, he plays choke control, and he does an insane amount of damage to grouped enemies. He's very good when you're contesting objectives like control points. And you know, he's got a lot going for him right now. So let's go over his abilities real quick. His first ability is called Explosive Flask. Explosive Flask. 300 AoE damage. And the thing about this thing is it sounds great. It's like, wow, good, you know, an extra 300. It can be, you know, like comboed with your auto attack. So you can auto attack, flask, auto attack, and get, you know, if you got a whole bunch of enemies right there, you can do quite a lot of damage. But the thing is with the flask is its range, its distance, you know, its arc is not the same as a auto attack. It's a little bit shorter, so you have to aim it a little bit farther. It's kind of disorienting for the first few attempts at it, but you get used to it, and it can be stacked with cards to, you know, fear, poison, acid. So you can get a lot out of it if you play it right. The second ability Pip has is called Adhesive, and now this is a good control ability, especially since he has such a weak 1v1. Adhesive is an AoE slow at his location, so he throws down his scoop and it slows the enemies around him. This allows for him to land his shots, obviously, since they have a travel time. This allows him to get them on point, or it allows him to get away, which he uses in combination with his third ability, Weightless. He's very, very hard to catch. So he can be, you know, doing damage. You got a Sky who sneaks up on him, he Adhesive, Weightlesses, he's out. You know, and that's pretty much good enough against him. You know, if you get him in a position where he can't spam abilities, he can't spam points, that's a good counter to him, but killing him it can be very difficult. It can be very, very difficult. And getting to his third ability, Weightless, guys. Weightless is a movement speed and jump height boost. You know, he moves faster, he jumps higher, he's essentially weightless. He has no weight to him, and this is his getaway skill. It works wonders, as I've said, with the Adhesive. There are cards that stack health on it, cards that increase the duration, the movement speed when he jumps. Pretty much they want you to jump when you use this. He suffers no like penalty for jumping, and it's really, really strong ability. It's probably I'd say it's probably his best ability since he relies on that distance. So getting into how to play Pip. Pip is a backliner. He has a small HP pool, and he is really meant to just spam out objectives. That's it. He is the objective king, just like the Demo Man in Tier 2. You use him to, not to 1v1 people, you can, obviously, and the potential is there, but really spamming multiple enemies with basic attacks is the key, and that's how I play him. I always go for cards that boost his auto attacks, because they're strong enough in their own right. Like, Flask is great, and, you know, the add-ons you can get for it are amazing, but I'd prefer just consistent damage than waiting for the flask cooldown, or, you know, possibly even missing the flask, because it can be a difficult hit, you know, a difficult ability to hit, since it is a little bit different than his AA. But flask, you know, if you build that, you want to definitely probably the strongest one is the fear one, because it allows him to get an extra basic attack off in that time. If you're getting any cards that aren't specifically towards his weapons or his flask, I highly recommend that you go the weightless route. The weightless route will ensure that you can get away. You know, he has the healing on the weightless, I think the extra time. There's a whole bunch of cards, you know, these cards are pretty much, you know, there's one that allows him to fire during it, and it's pretty good. Like, everything works out for him pretty well. I like the cards that just, you know, give you stack damage and allow you to do just more basic damage and control objectives and stuff like that. So, you know, he's weak 1v1. If you want to defeat him, you want to get up close. You want him to use his getaway skill and hopefully catch him. I'd say, like, the good counters to him are Sky. Fernando is pretty strong against him. This is probably one of Buck's better fights. It's against a Pip, because Buck can just tank all that and get up on him and do what he needs to do. But at the same time, Pip is if you're hitting everything, there's really nothing much the enemy can do. I mean, if you're hitting all your AoE attacks, I mean, there's very little someone can do. He does an insane amount of damage, and I foresee a nerf coming to it. But I wouldn't say that just having a Pip is like broken. Like having Skye right now with her reload gone is extremely necessary, almost necessary. I'd say Fernando is probably the most necessary towards a win. Though I've had my fair share of that. Fernando's lose to Bucks, so you know it's all situational. But I'd say without a Pip, you're hurting. You're pretty much hurting. The only person that they can kind of get on his damage level is Barrack and Skye. And Cassie's good, but you know Cassie is Cassie. She doesn't have the objective control that Pip does early and mid game. So that's it, guys. That's Pip Paladins. Rocking out here, level 3. I didn't even get to level 5. We just kind of steamrolled these guys, but it was a Pip gameplay nevertheless. And obviously, if you're digging the Paladins game, again, head over to paladins.com, pick up a beta code, get into this game, and if you want to try and win one, you can always come by my Twitch at twitch.tv/chickenfingersyt. I do stream a lot more than I used to, but you know, hopefully you catch a beta code. And that's Pip, guys. That's Paladins, guys. Please subscribe if you like this, and I will see you in the realm. Robo Penguin.